Yo, what's up, everybody? Carlson's here, and we are here to discuss 5.4, point slope form and writing equations from 2 points. This is actually a pretty heavy lesson for like a 10 to 15 minute YouTube video, so I hope that we can get the job done. If you're observant, you'll notice that point slope form is in quotation marks here, because I actually hate point slope form and don't think anyone should use it. It's the easiest way to get into a fight with me if you want to talk about math stuff, is to say, yes, point slope form's great, because guess what? You're wrong, it's terrible. I'm going to show you how to use it, and then I'm going to show you what I think is a better way. Our goals today are to write an equation in slope-intercept form given the slope and a non-intercept point. So let's go ahead and head over here. Point slope formula is something that I'll go ahead and tell you because you're probably going to see it in a textbook or if you use other resources. And even my answer key comes from another source, so it will probably show up, and I don't want you to be totally ignorant of it, but it's kind of ugly looking. Here we go. Here's point slope form. It's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. There's a whole bunch of x's and y's going on here, so really quick. When we're writing an equation like this, we need to make sure we know what we're plugging in for. Of course, m still serves as our slope. That's one piece that we're going to plug in. But the x1 and y1 are going to come from a point on our graph that we know is on our line, but that isn't necessarily our y-intercept. All right, and we're going to plug those in here and here. They're going to be getting subtracted. So let's go ahead and scroll down, and we'll just see an example of this, and you'll see what I mean by these. Okay. So our first goal is to come up with the equation of a line that passes through the point 4, 1 and has a slope of 2. Now I've gone ahead and graphed this just so we can see what our goal is. Here's our axes right here. There's the origin. So here's our point 4, 1. And we want to come up with a line that has a slope of 2, something that looks maybe like this, but that passes directly through that point. Now, if you have a graph, a lot of times you can kind of cheat this by just kind of drawing your way backwards, but we want to practice this skill of finding it algebraically in case maybe we get a way uglier point or something that's really far away from our y-axis, because we can't really fake it if the numbers are too big. All right, but that's our goal right here. Let's go ahead and look at these. I'm going to go ahead and write my formula again one more time. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Good. And then I'll try to color code these so that you can see what's going where. But here's our slope, which is 2. That's going to go in the m spot. We've got our point xy, so the x value is going to go here, and the y value of 1 is going to go right here. We will be subtracting both of these, so be careful with your signs. Since these are both positive, we're going to have y minus 1, and this is going to be x minus 4. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see what happens. So we have y minus our y value, which is 1, is equal to our slope of 2, times x minus our x value of 4. Okay, so there we've got it plugged in, and some places will let you go ahead and stop here, but you can see in our directions that it says write all final answers in slope-intercept form, which means they want it in y equals mx plus b to finish up with. And we don't quite look like that because we got some parentheses here, and we've got this y getting crowded over here. My phone is blowing up at the moment. Sorry if you can hear that. So first things first, let's go ahead and distribute this 2 in and multiply it with our other pieces. So it's going to give us y minus 1 equals, multiply here and here, 2x minus 8. Now I just need y by itself, so we're going to undo this subtracting 1 by adding 1. And we have y equals 2x minus 7. Great, there's our answer. Just to prove to you that it works, we're going to go ahead and plot this. Y equals 2x minus 7 in here. Give me a graph. Y equals 2x minus 7. Boom, check it out. We know that it's a slope of 2 because, well, here's our slope right there. It's the big 2. Also, you can count your way over from this point here. I'm going up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, and so on. And look, it passes right through that point that we knew we wanted at 4, 1. Okay, so there's our goal. So why do I hate that so much? It's mostly because there's this new formula for you to learn, and I really don't understand the point of new formulas when the old formulas work just as well. So if you like that, you're welcome to continue doing it. Most other places you go on the internet will probably show you that way. Come on, eraser. There we go. But I want to show you the way that I think about it. We know that we want our slope or our equation to look like y equals mx plus b, correct? And we know what our slope is already. It's going to be 2. So I know that I'm going to have an answer that looks like y equals 2x plus or minus something, right? The job that we have is to find out what that b value is right there. Well, we know x, y, and m for our problem because those are our point and our slope, which means the only mystery value in y equals mx plus b is just the b value here. So I'm going to go ahead and plug these numbers in to y equals mx plus b. Ready? Here we go. Our y value is 1. Our m value is 2. Our x value is 4. Those are multiplying, so I use parentheses. And our b value is the one unknown in this problem. Great. Now let's simplify. 2 times 4 is 8, so we bring down 1 equals 8 plus b. Solve for b by subtracting 8 from both sides, minus 8, minus 8. Guess what? b is equal to -7, and that's what goes in this spot right here. Y equals 2x minus 7, which is the exact same thing that we had found using our other method. We didn't need a new formula, and we didn't need very much work either. All right, so that's the way that I'm going to continue doing things. Like I said, if you want another resource or something like that, Khan Academy, anything you find on YouTube, many people are going to do it the y minus y1, m times x minus x1 way. But I want to evangelize for this method right here, so I'm going to keep doing it. From the top, number 3, I want to write the equation of a line that goes through -6, 0 and has a slope of 2/3. Gross. But I know what my final destination is. We know that it's going to be y equals 2/3 x plus or minus something. We just need to find the something. So, one more time, I'll write out y equals mx plus b. You can skip writing it out if you feel comfortable enough already. And these are my x, y, and m values. So I will go to plug them in. Y is 0 this time, equals our slope of m, which is 2/3, times x, which is -6, plus our mystery b value, which we're going to find in just a second. Now, you would still have to do this ugly fraction thing if you use the other method, by the way. This creeps a lot of people out. To try to make it as simple as possible, what I would say is multiply this number with the top of your fraction, and then divide by the bottom. So let's do that off to the side here. -6 times 2 is -12, and then we still have to divide by 3, so I get that this equals -4. 2/3 of -6 is -4. 0 is -4 plus b, and then we'll go ahead and add the 4 to both sides to find out that our b value here is +4. 4 equals b, and I'm going to put a big old +4 right there. Always a good habit. I'm just going to check really fast to see if this works the way that I intended it to. So I'm going to go back to Desmos. Our point was -6, 0. Okay, let's just change our point. -6, 0. Okay, here it is over here. And the equation of the line that we came up with was 2/3 x plus 4. Y equals 2/3 times x plus 4. You can see it goes through our point here, and we also know that it's got the right slope because there's our slope right there, or we can count the boxes. Up 2, right 3. Up 2, right 3, and so on. Okay, I can already tell this is going to be a 2-part video, so I'm sorry for taking so long. Let's go one more time. I'm just going to go full speed. Feel free to stop me if you want. I know that my goal here is to end up with a slope of -1, so this should look like y equals -x plus whatever. I guess I shouldn't have put the plus there because it might be a negative. But let's see. I'm going to plug into y equals mx plus b using x and y and m. So the y value is -3. My m value is -1. I'm multiplying times my +4. And then this plus b is just plus b for right now. And then we'll go find it. -3 equals -1 times 4 is -4 plus b. And then we'll add 4 to both sides. A -3 and a +4 make +1. Positive 1's our b value here, so I got lucky. negative x plus 1. I'll box that along with my other answer up here. Let's go check it. Where's 4, negative 3 at on our graph? 4, negative 3. There's our target point right down here. Okay, our target point, and the line that we came up with was negative x plus 1. Y equals negative x plus 1. Goes through our point and has that negative 1 slope that we really like. Okay, that's all there is. If you know what point you're trying to pass through and what slope you have, I recommend you just write out your problem, your answer with your slope, and leave that B blank, then plug in your pieces and find it. Go ahead and give that a try. That should be the front page, the front side of the page of 5.4 homework. So give those a look. I do have an answer key that will have the answers on here for the other method. Even if you like my method, the answers will end up still being the same. So you can check your work that way. Cool. Next video is going to have the back side of these notes, and I will see you guys on the other side. Bye.